And we're back now talking about faith and the only place in the United States that is recognized by the Catholic Church as a site where the Virgin Mary appeared. That site is in a little shrine just outside of Green Bay, Wisconsin. It is the National Shrine of Our Lady of Good Help. Thousands of people have come to pray at the shrine, including the woman you're about to meet. Nancy Foytik, a retired grandmother, says at the time she was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer, she was a lapsed Catholic who struggled to remember the words even to the Hail Mary. But she was told the place she needed to go was this shrine. And when she did, she says what happened next can only be described as a miracle. Please join me in welcoming Nancy Foytik. Great to have you here. So you get this diagnosis, stage 4 colon cancer, that's metastasized to your lungs, right?
Both.
And what was the prognosis at that time?
2 years.
So it was terminal, they told you. And somebody suggests maybe there's something you can do, sort of forgive the term, a Hail Mary pass. Go to the shrine. Had you ever heard of the shrine? Did you know this was a thing?
We've heard of the shrine, but we always wanted to go, but never did. And so when we found out we didn't have any hope, we went there for guidance. And everything. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
So when we were in there praying, we all went as a family, my 3 children and my husband. And we prayed for guidance. And when I was there, like I said, I can't explain it other than that. I didn't hear the words, but I felt them that said, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay.
And you weren't an active Catholic at the time. It's not like you
I
were
was an active Catholic.
You were, okay.
I was, yes. And I prayed, but I never prayed to Mary as much as I did to God. I went mostly to God. And Mary was just the one I needed to go to at that time.
So then you were getting medical treatment.
Yes, I was just diagnosed, and I think, did I have 1 chemo? I had 1 chemo, and it was right before we went in for a second opinion to Freighter Hospital in Milwaukee.
So you had a surgery to remove a tumor from the colon?
No, I went for an opinion.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
But ultimately, you did have
in Appleton,
surgery.
Dr. Chris Wagner took the tumor out of me, which was the size of a softball.
And then both lungs, they said, were affected.
2 spots on the left and 2 spots on the right.
And which lung had surgery first?
The right.
And they took out those tumors.
Yes, it was cancerous.
And then they went to the left.
In February, they went to the left.
And what happened?
And Dr. Gaspari took 6 inches of my lung, about an inch and a half wide, and he sent it down to lab, and they said, there's no cancer. And he said, check it again. And they said, no cancer. And he said, check it again. And it was no cancer.
I know it. The doctors, they don't use terms like miracles because they're medicine men, but they say there's no medical explanation for the fact that they were there and then they weren't there.
It looked like it. It was mushy like it, but it wasn't.
And, I mean, do you believe that you received a miracle?
The thing is, through this whole journey, we never once said the word miracle. We just knew that when I walked out of the chapel that day that I was going to be cured. And I would say to my kids, I'm only going through this once, I'm only going through this once. And they thought it was because if anything went wrong, I wouldn't take treatment. So because this is very personal, that you just kind of want to keep it to yourself because it's that personal. Mm-hmm. But I had to explain to them why I knew I wasn't going to go through this again. I may go through something else, but I'm not going to go through this again.
But right now, are you cancer-free?
I'm cancer-free since February.
Unbelievable. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for telling your story, James. Love to you as well for being right there by her side throughout it all. And Michael, thank you for your stories and your hunting. May it continue. All the best to you. Great job. We'll be right back.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.